I'm going to show you how to use a stretchy wrap with a newborn. So you put the wrap on in exactly the same way. The only difference is we're going to put baby in it a wee bit differently so as we're not overspreading their legs. So this is a good one to use when they're first born up until they're 2 or 3 months old, depending on how tucked up your baby is. So you're going to find the middle marker and put that on around your chest. You're going to pass the end to your other hand, bring it up and over your shoulder, and do the same on the other side. So you're basically making a cross on your back. Pull those tight, and then I'm going to bring these two tails through the pocket. Pull that nice and tight. Then I'm going to do a cross in the front. I'm going to take them around my back and do a cross behind, and then I'm just going to tie a knot at the side. You can knot behind or in front, just depends where you like the knot and how much wrap you've got left. And I'm going to see how much space I've got because my baby's going to go in here. So it's far too much for a little baby. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to feed all that slack right round, follow it right round to my knot, tighten and tie it in a double knot. So this is about how much space you'll need for a small baby. Now I'm going to call the pass closest to me number 1, this one is number 2, and this one is number 3. So I'm going to push pass number 3 down out the way, and I'm going to take pass number 2 off my shoulder. So I'm just going to work with the one closest to me, and now I'm going to go and get my baby. Hey, coming up? Okay. Hiya, coming up. Oh, 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 oh. So this is Flora, and she's 7 months old. And you can see that actually she's not very tucked up anymore, and her legs are quite widespread. So I wouldn't necessarily have to use this one with her anymore. But when she was younger, I did use it, and if they're any more tucked up, and if their legs aren't spreading as much as this is a good way to use your wrap. So I'm going to put a wrap onto my left shoulder, and I'm going to work with this pass here on my right. I'm just going to put my hands through, gather my baby's legs, both of them, and they both go through the pass. And then I'm going to lower her down and into the centre. So as you can see that this pass is underneath her bottom and it's going into her knee pits. Shh, 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 shh. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the top edge of this pass that's closest to my neck, and I'm just going to pull it round and I'm going to pull it up, and that's going to give me a little bit of support while I get the rest of the passes sorted and make sure that all stays in her knee pits. Then I'm going to find pass number 2 now. That's the one that I spread out down my side. And I'm going to gather it up and I'm going to pop it over her legs first of all. Always remember your wrap is really stretchy, so stretch your wrap rather than bending your baby's legs. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my elbow in first and get this back on to my shoulder. And again, this pass here is going underneath her bottom, you can see it, and into her knee pits. And I'm going to find, again, the top edge of the material, and I'm going to pull it up. You want to leave the majority of the material underneath her bottom, so you don't have any excess of material over their back. All the excess should be under there. And now I'm going to find pass number 3. Now the easiest way to find pass number 3 if you're a bit confused is it's the one that comes from your cross. So if you find this, you run your thumbs round, you should be able to find it. Again, look how much stretch there is in this material. So you shouldn't be needing to bend and wiggle baby's legs in, you should just be able to pull the material out and over. And again, you want to leave it all into the knee pits and under their bottom and pull up just the top layer, like that. Now at this point, some babies, if they're not used to this or if they're in a bit of a fractious mood, they'll straighten their legs. Don't worry about it. What to do is don't try and fiddle about with their position at the moment. Just do some gentle bouncing and shushing until they settle down. And once they settle down, then you can adjust their position. Because what you want is their legs to just be tucked up. So you just want to get their leg under their bottom and their thigh and just push their knee up a little bit. And make sure all the wrap is supporting into the knee pit. Again with the other side. Up like that. And then we're going to make sure, the most important thing is that the airway is clear. We talk about being close enough to kiss, which she is. You should have no excess material across that back. Everything into the knee pits. Their knees should be higher than their bottom and their feet should be free and nothing pressing on their toes. So if she falls asleep and she's looking that way, what you want to do is a shoulder flip, so as you're taking the material away from their face. So pull it out, this outside edge, take it up to your ear, swap hands, dive under to get the inside edge, this one here, and just pull it out, pull it right down, and you see how that moves the material right away from her face, but it's still supporting, and you've still got 3 layers of material, and you should always make sure it comes right up to the back of their neck for little babies. If she does fall asleep looking that way, I can just use this side of the material to support her head like that, and hopefully she'll go to sleep.